Spider-Man: No Way Home was one of the most anticipated releases in the history of the MCU, and with good reason. And now that it's been released and the Spider-Man have made their on-screen appearances, we're now seeing the wall crawlers and company crush box office records when compared to other previously set Marvel movie records. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the records that No Way Home is shattering and which stars are making history because of this film. So with that out of the way, let's get right into the video.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away a PS5 with a copy of NBA 2K22 and Madden 22. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.
First, old stars, new records. If for some reason you've not seen Spider-Man: No Way Home, first off, respectively, you're a clown. Secondly, stop this video and go buy tickets to the film. You won't regret it. Thirdly, if you decide to avoid my warning and watch this video anyway before seeing the film, then spoilers do lie ahead. So, you've now been officially warned. Anyway, as part of the guys watching already know, William Dafoe returned for Spider-Man: No Way Home to reprise his role as Norman Osborn, Green Goblin, and along with him came his old nemesis, Spider-Man. But not just Tom Holland's Spider-Man, but Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man came back to do battle with his arch foe. And let me tell you, it was nothing short of spectacular. While their reappearance on screen was revolutionary, it also broke records once set by Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart. And I'm sure that nobody would have bet money on these two breaking this record anytime soon. But yet, here we are. Back in 2002, Dafoe and Maguire made their on-screen appearances as the titular pair. And because they recently appeared as the pair in 2021, this means that they now own the record for longest career as live-action Marvel characters, with 19 years and 225 days each. Crazy, right? Dafoe and Maguire now find themselves in the Guinness Book of World Records because of it, and unless Kirsten Dunst decides to make a sudden cameo in Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness, then I think these two will have it looked down for quite some time. But what are the records in this film breaking? Let's take a look. So, is it climbing the list? Spider-Man: No Way Home, as we mentioned earlier, was one of the most anticipated releases of 2021, and it did not disappoint. Not only did it not disappoint fans by giving them exactly what they dreamed of, but it's not been disappointing in terms of box office earnings either, climbing the list faster than any of the versions of Peter Parker that we saw in the film. So where is it in terms of all box office sales at the time of this recording? Let's take a look. In just North America, the film sits in the 4th position in terms of box office earnings with a grand total of $702.7 million earned, according to The Hollywood Reporter. While this number is likely to increase by a slight number until it is taken out of theaters, it most likely will not be able to pass Avatar, Avengers, Endgame, or Star Wars: The Force Awakens. However, 4th overall in North America is pretty good, and I'm sure that everyone involved is thrilled with the performance. But the film didn't release in just North America. No Way Home has been a phenomenon worldwide and has the box office number to back it up. Want to try and guess where it sits worldwide as of this recording without looking? Guess correctly, and you'll win a mystery prize that we'll reveal after we announce the answer. Throw your guess in the comment section below. No cheating. Spider-Man: No Way Home currently sits 8th overall in terms of all-time box office, which is insane to think about, right? Did you guess it right? If you did, congratulations. You won a valuable lesson. Don't believe everything you hear online. Speaking of hearing things online, have you heard the recent Spider-Man rumors? Let's dive into them. No more Tom Holland. If you love Tom Holland as Spider-Man, you are definitely in the majority of Spider-Man fans. And you also may be in for a big letdown, as according to Tom Holland himself, he's unsure whether or not he's going to come back as the wall crawler for future MCU projects. Holland recently did an interview with Deadline to discuss his future in the MCU, and to be honest, it was not great news for Spider-Man fans. When he was asked about playing Spider-Man again, he said, "The truthful answer, and I've done a whole press tour where all I do is lie. Truth is, you're not going to like the truth. I don't know the answer to that question." He continued by saying, "I know I love this character, and I know that I'm not ready to say goodbye. At least we know that Tom wants to come back, but unfortunately the decision might not be up to him. If Kevin Feige, the head of Marvel, decides that Tom's run as Spider-Man is over, then he really has no choice. Tom finished his interview by saying, "But if it's time for me to say goodbye, then I will do so proudly, knowing that I've achieved everything I wanted to do with this character. And sharing it with these boys will forever be one of the most special experiences of my career. So if it's time, it's time. If it's not, it's not. But at the moment, I don't know. No, I'm not crying. You're crying." If Tom's truly out of the MCU, what would the future for Spider-Man look like? Well, it might not be as bleak as it sounds. In fact, it might be what a great deal of fans have wanted for a long time. Different Spider people to take up the mantle of the Spider in the MCU. If Tom Holland is in fact done playing the wisecracking webhead, then what would that mean for the MCU? Would we just never see Spider-Man ever again? Honestly, I find that very unlikely. For starters, I think that the most likely scenario going forward is Tom Holland signs a contract to play Spider-Man for at least 6 more projects. This could include a few cameos here or there, but it would undoubtedly include appearances in the next Spider-Man film and the next Avengers film for sure. Now, regardless of what Tom decides to do, I think Sony and Marvel have some really big plans for Spider-Man in the MCU, whether it is Peter Parker or not. I think that Miles Morales is being groomed to be the next big hero in the MCU. I know he has not appeared in the MCU yet. He's been alluded to twice, once in Spider-Man Homecoming by his uncle Aaron Davies, when he tells Peter that he has a nephew, and the other time was in Spider-Man No Way Home by Electro, when Electro and Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man, have a heart-to-heart conversation in which Electro says there has to be a black Spider-Man out there somewhere. Well, Electro, you're right, and we're here for it. Seems like Miles Morales will be the mentee of Peter Parker's mentor role, and it'll allow for Peter to pass down everything he knows about being Spider-Man and everything he learned from Tony about being an Avenger. It will certainly make for some great scenes and bring in one of Marvel's most intriguing characters. Furthermore, I think that some of the other rumors suggesting there will be multiple Spider people is closer to being true than fake. While it's unclear who will play this Spider person, I find it almost impossible to not get Spider-Gwen in the MCU sometime soon. For those of you who don't know, Spider-Gwen is a version of Gwen Stacey from an alternate dimension in which she got bit by the radioactive spider instead of Peter. She is a unique Spider person with her own gallery of rogues and her own amazing stories that are begging to be told to the MCU. As much as we'd love for it to be Emma Stone, that might be a difficult task for Sony, but not impossible. There might truly be a day when we see Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland, Emma Stone, and whoever is chosen to play Miles Morales team up to fight other famous Spider-Man villains like the few that were teased in No Way Home, like Kraven the Hunter, the Rhino, and even Tom Hardy's Venom. But as great as all of this could be, it's all speculation and rumors right now, so don't get your hopes too high. Yet again, that's what we all said about No Way Home prior to its release, and it turned out that we were okay to get our hopes up as astronomically high as we all did. So maybe Sony and Marvel were here to excite Spider-Man fans everywhere. We cannot wait to see what's in store. That's all we have for you guys today on the channel. Thank you so much for watching. What do you think about the OG Spider-Man actors breaking a record? What do you think about all the records regarding the future of Spider-Man? Let us know in the comment section below. We hope you enjoyed watching the video, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with the notifications turned on so you don't miss a single upload from us. Thank you all once again, and we'll see you all in the next video.